Hello.
Hello.
Tom Angelripper from Sodom. How are you?
Very fine, fine.
Are you pleased with the concert you did yesterday with Sodom?
Yesterday, I think a lot of people are disappointed because of the cancelled show from Hammartid, But we tried to give the best, But you cannot compare the audience to maybe South America, where people are getting really crazy. People in South America get really hungry to see a metal band. In Norway, or it's the same in Germany. You can see every metal band at any place at any weekend. But I think there were a lot of Sodom fans enjoyed it. But we try to get a bigger stage, maybe a longer set list. That's always a problem if you have 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes. You cannot do everything. That's what I hate. But it's a business.
But do you think small stagers or that big stages are better to play on than
No,
small?
I like also small stages, but yesterday the stage was this stage, we have no light show, that was very dark on the stage, and no effects. I think we also like to play in smaller clubs, when with the crowd very sweaty, but we need more light, that was a problem.
Yeah, I think much of the problems yesterday was due to the Immortals.
Yeah, I talked to the promoter, Hakon, and he said he had a lot of problems the whole day, but I don't know, but I think we'll get a second chance.
But how was it to play with Battalion? You did a Motorhead cover with them as their last.
He asked me yesterday to do it, and I said no problem. We stay here for the other guys from Sodom left yesterday after the show. And we stay here for today, spend a little bit walking around, sightseeing, all the stuff, And he told me, he asked me to do a cover with more than Iron Fist, and I said, no problem, I'll do it. I like this band because it's an old school band, it's fresh, but the music is very funny, and the people had a good time, and the crowd was very good, I always try to support other bands,
Because I was going to ask you, many of the great thrash bands, they started out in the 80s, and have you seen or heard any newcomers you believe in?
No, not really. Because the newcomer bands, I think, for example, in Germany or in Europe, hundreds of new bands coming out every month, I don't have the money to buy everything, and I don't have the time to listen to anything, I know there is a couple of good bands, but I never can control it, In the 80s, metal was something special, I know every band from this time, But nowadays, I think it's getting too commercial, too much bands coming to the scene, try to get record deals, touring around, In Germany, every band is touring every day, I think it's gonna be too much sometimes.
So you think it's kind of dead? It's too much?
No, it's not dead, but it's gonna be dead one day because it's too much, But we never mind, Sodom is a band always looking forward. We never look what other bands do or what bands coming out, We always do our music, That's the thing what the people like, We never change really. We want to do this music what we like to listen to.
First of all, I'm sorry to hear about Chris Witchhunter's death. May he rest in peace. But your latest release is The Final Sign of Evil, which was a re-release of The Sign of Evil. How did that work out to hook up with the old guys again? Because Sodom has changed their members many times. Yeah, the record company want to bring out in The Sign of Evil a kind of remaster, refreshing the back catalog, And I said, when I do this, I want to do something special. So what we can do is record the unreleased material, but with original members. That's very important. To work with them was like sitting in a time machine, going back to the 80s. Like Grateful Later never played. When he stopped playing in '85, he never played guitar. So that was really funny. But we also want to get Witchhunter back on the drums. And we left the band in '92, and I don't know, he was not more so active in the music scene.
but he could play drums, you know, and every single note he played is from Witch Hunt, I know. We don't need a session drummer. Come on, you take a session drummer, and you don't need to spend so much time in the studio, whatever, you know. Witch Hunter played every single note, and I'm really proud of him, you know. And it's very sorry that he died later, you know. But he had so much problems with alcohol abuse and all this stuff, you know.
But you're together with Creator and Destruction. You're one of the really big Teutonic thrash metal bands, if you can call it that. Why did thrash metal emerge to become so big in Germany? Why do all the bands from Europe come from Germany?
I think a lot of bands come from Scandinavia. I see more black metal bands.
About thrash metal.
I don't know that. I think.
I know this genre thing. It's kind of but there are no such bands as you and Creator and Destruction in Scandinavia.
I don't know. I think we started in '84 or '82. Destruction came a little bit later. And Creator. I don't know. I think maybe it's a German mentality. You know, to do what you want, you know. Just do the music you like to do. No influence from outside, you know, and that is what Destruction created, you know. They do the music they did 20 years before, you know. And that is the secret. Just do your music, you know. But these three bands are the only bands who left. I think there was more thrash bands in the beginning, like Death Row or Assassin, you know, and all the bands, you know. But Sodom and Creator Destruction are the bands who always look forward, you know, and do the music they like to do. No influence from outside. I know that the black metal scene is bigger in Scandinavia than in Germany, you know. In Germany people are, I can't translate it, but it's a mentality, I think.